Government has invested heavily in the Uganda Cancer Institute in Mulago to boost cancer treatment in the country and also minimize people traveling abroad for specialized treatment. The board of directors of the Uganda Cancer Institute, led by the chairperson, Professor William Bazeyo, has toured all the departments to see what is in place, discover gaps and get information to help them come up with decisions on how to prioritize services. At the hematology laboratory, people send samples they are suspicious of cancer. Sickle cell testing and analysis is done, and in the microbiology laboratory, they perform tests to determine the organisms causing infection.
The past where somebody would take over 7 days to receive the diagnosis, with this backtech equipment, we are able to identify the organism within 4 days. And we are able
not been accompanied by an increase in the budget to buy the consumables. For every patient that we analyze here, you need to buy culture bottles, you need media, and you also need to buy the antibiotic discs that you're using for testing. And all of it is the cost that you have to incur just in this lab. But
the molecular laboratory is where they carry out tests to find out specific characteristics of each cancer in the patient, and this service is critical if Uganda is to increase survival of patients. 34,000 new cases are diagnosed every year. Some of the drugs used to treat cancer cost $30,000. However, the institute receives donation of drugs because treatment is a combination of chemotherapy.
One small bottle of 90 tablets cost $30,000, and they have been giving us that drug. And we have several patients, close to 10 patients in this country, who are taking those tablets every day.
The Uganda Cancer Institute Reception Outpatient Department receives 210 people who come for chemotherapy. Odongo Jimmy is a prostate cancer patient who started treatment in March this year.
I advise Ugandans to carry out medical checkup, especially when they're feeling something, pain around their lower part, lower abdomen. I advise them that they should go for medical checkup.
A number of equipment has been installed for cancer scanning and treatment: 2 planning CT scan machines, 3 state-of-the-art linear accelerator for radiotherapy, and 2 higher dose rate diotherapy machines have been installed. The radiotherapy that is in operation, installed in 2021, treats 60 to 70 patients a month.
Onto this to give a much higher dose to kill the cancer. For example, like in cervical cancer, patients finish the other side and then come here to give a very high dose to completely cure the cancer.
The same with esophagus.
So you
start with that one, then the tumor regresses a bit, becomes smaller, then they come here and boost more interest.
In all these departments, there is a challenge of human resource. Each scanner has to be operated by 4 people, but currently they are 2.
All that actually is there, and they cannot function without human resource. And the human resource, in addition to the numbers, they also need to be remunerated appropriately. And we have what we call a highly specialized human resource. You cannot just walk on the street and get them. And if you get them, you must pay them well.
The institute is also constructing a building that will have wards and another where a number of services will be offered, like transplants. I'm Navka Farida and Robert Katamba in Mulago.